Okay, so now what we're doing is I've come to the syllabus to show you the 4 parts which we agreed on. Okay, remember that we have those 3 main parts, and then we've got bearings. So here's the trig for extended students, of course, from the syllabus. Okay, here it's saying we have 3 figure bearings. We have to know how to read and interpret bearings, right? So that is the first one. So yeah, we agreed to call this our section A, okay? And then let's look for section B, which we said is for right angled triangles. And here it is. I'm going to put it for you. Section B is for right angled triangles. And here are the 2 parts. 1, Pythagoras theorem, and then 2 is sine, cos, and tan ratios. Okay, when you see them say ratios, then they are dealing with SOHCAHTOA. So here is our SOHCAHTOA. Okay, sine, cos, and tan ratios. Okay, that's the SOHCAHTOA, right? And then we'll be done, right? That's our section B. Then here is our section C. It is right down here. I'm going to put it here. Section C. We'll skip that and come to section C, which is sine rule, cosine rule, and then the area of the triangle using this formula, half A being sine C. There we go. Remember that in here we also have that area where we said our area is equal to base times height over 2, but you normally see this in mensuration. Okay, but it's a good practice. It's good practice to just put it here. So yes, we have sine rule, cosine rule, and the area. These 3 parts of our section C of non-right angled triangles. You see it? And then here's the last thing. It is going to be here. There we go. Recognize, sketch, and interpret. Let me put it for you here. First is the graphs of trig functions, and then 2 would be the trig equations. So that is our section D. Remember, we agreed to just call it section, not that it's actually called section D. No. Okay. 1 is your graphs, and 2 is your trig equations. Okay. Now you say to me, oh my gosh, what happened? You say to me, let me try to go back to the page. Give me a minute. Okay, so you say to me, what about this last part, this 6.5? So here, this 6.5, it is when you are getting, we call it 3D trig, okay? And we'll see us using Pythagoras and SOHCAHTOA, Pythagoras theorem and SOHCAHTOA for 3D diagrams. It's still the same thing, but it'll be for 3D diagrams. I'll show you those special type of problems. So basically, here we have our 4 sections. Bearing, then Pythagoras and SOHCAHTOA, and then C would be sine rule, cosine rule, and area being half AB sine C, right? And the sine rule and the cosine rule, right? And then section D, there we go, the graphs and the trig equations. And you are done. So that's what you got to know, and you will be done with your trig. Okay, great.